I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Someone just did a $1.50 tip, says, did you ever consider doing appointments from 8 to 10 a.m.? There'd be plenty of time to get back before stream. That's idiotic. That's absolutely idiotic what you just suggested. You want me to get up at what, 5 in the morning? 5 in the morning to prepare to drive to an appointment somewhere, go to the appointment, come home, then, I don't know, eat, whatever, then stream all day and be at the top of my game to entertain my audience. You know, that totally sounds like a great idea, right? A stupid thing. No, I'm not doing appointments at 8 in the morning and then trying to stream all day afterwards. That would be incredibly stupid. And then on top of that, all the pressure of what if something goes wrong? What if there's a delay? Now my stream's late. Why set it up like that? That'd be stupid as hell. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. No, Spoon Zero says, did you see Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja are actually connected? Someone just sent me $2 and said, your response to having to get up at 5 a.m. is why no one believes that you would ever have wanted to have kids, because you're not level for that. You're not ready for that level of like responsibility. You do realize that I used to get up all the time super early in the morning for work and stuff, right? Like before I was a YouTuber, I always got up early for work. You know, my job started at what, 8:30 in the morning? Yeah. And I was up super early every day to go. Never was late. You know, the difference here is not getting up early, but getting up early to do something. And then on top of that, also having to do your normal day. You know what I'm saying? It's not a matter of, oh, I have to get up early to go to an appointment. Yeah, that does suck, but it is what it is. It's fine. As long as the rest of your day is laid out and you're good. Not, oh, I have to get up early, go to this appointment, but now I'm also expected to have the same level of energy, positivity, and go into my normal day and have it. It's never going to happen. You're going to be drained, you know? Why set yourself up for failure? That would be really stupid. So that's why I don't do that, you know? I haven't. We're at 3. A whopping 3. Well, anyway, if you guys want to celebrate, return to normalcy around here, please support today's stream, right? Let's get support for the stream. Yeah, let's go. By the way, I figured it out, because you notice I've been going like this to flex, and people are like, wow, it looks like Phil doesn't have any muscles. It's the camera angle. You ready for this? Once I twist my arms back, now you can actually see that I actually have muscles. But you couldn't see it with the camera angle the way that it was. All I got to do is twist my arms back, and now they look normal. That was the catch. I was like, and why people, he has a light bulb head? Because my head is close to the camera. If I sit back, you see, there you go. But that was what it was. Okay. Anyway, if you like the content, if you're happy that we're back to full capacity, please support the stream today, right? Let's go. Let's get some super chats, some memberships, some kicks, some subs, some tips. Let's get it going for the morning show, and let's get it going for Dark Souls 2 today, and for the fact that we can finally interact again. Welcome back, Grandmaster Scrub. He says, this sucks. I couldn't talk for Indivestance Day, but it was a chill time. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm sorry about all the nonsense. You guys are all back. It's all good. We're back to normal now. Selmia Waffle says, you know, you also stream till like 10 p.m. Exactly. It's not like I have a 9 to 5 job and I'm here at 9 in the morning and I'm out by 4. You know, I'm streaming. I'm in this room before 11 a.m. every single day. Okay. Setting up, doing stuff. I'm streaming in this room till past 4 p.m. Like around 4:30-ish is basically when I get out of here. Then I'm back in this room around 6 o'clock, setting up, doing work again for about another 45 minutes to an hour. Then I got the late stream, which runs past I'm in here till around 10:30 p.m. every night. So arguably, besides the 1.5 hour break in the middle, I'm here from like 10:30 to 10:30 every day, like 12 hours. You know, it's not like, oh, Phil has a quick shift to do. No, I'm in here all day. So now setting myself up for failure, saying I'm going to do appointments before I stream. And then what happens if it delays or I'm tired? You know, forget it. Indeed, thank you for 61 months as a member. All right, we're going to hang out for about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to actually get started with Dark Souls 2. So if you guys have enjoyed the stream today, please, if you're on YouTube, give it a like. There's over 250 people watching on YouTube. Let's get some likes for this stream to get that engagement going so people can find it on YouTube. Please, let's get some support going. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, subs, kicks, and tips. Let's get some support going for the stream so we can have some pack openings at the end and we can have a good time with Dark Souls 2. Let's go. Oh, for example, let's say back in the day, you really wanted Chrono Trigger. Guess what? You weren't getting it. Stores wouldn't get unlimited stock. They'd get a few copies of each game. And if it was a popular game, it would be sold out right away. You would not be able to get the game. You'd have to wait for them to get shipments months later to be able to purchase a game. You drive all around your local area to every store that has video games and no one would have the hot games. So the only way you could play them was going to Blockbuster. So in the case of a game like Chrono Trigger, I'm not kidding you when I tell you this. I only saw it in a store once ever, and it was like $90-something. And you might say, wait, what? $90? Games weren't that expensive back then. Yes, they were, because games were priced via scarcity. So if it was a game that they knew was popular and was hot, they would charge more for it at the store. And if it was not a very popular game, or if it was a game that was super readily available, it would be cheap. That's how it used to be back in the day. It wasn't, you just go there and it's just every game is $60. No, that never existed. Never. It was always based on availability, based on popularity would be the pricing. And particularly the games that you could save to the cartridges were more expensive because they had the battery backups inside. So they would charge you more for those games. So any RPG usually cost a lot more than a standard game. I don't know what I'm talking about. Enjoy your band. Enjoy all your bands. I was there. I lived it. You didn't because you're probably like 10 years old. You fucking idiot. Enjoy your bands. You don't contradict the king, bitch. So that's how it was back in the day. It was very different. So going to Blockbuster, in some cases, was your only access to certain games. Like for me, the only way that I could play Chrono Trigger was to rent it. I ended up renting Chrono Trigger like 4 or 5 times, hoping to God that no one deleted my save file so I could go back and actually beat the game. And I did. I actually beat it as a rental because that was the only way that I could ever play it. I never had a chance to buy it anywhere. There was also mail order, and sometimes you couldn't get it. Like, for example, Sears always used to have the Sears catalog, and you get the Christmas wish book and all of that, and they would list games. But frequently, the most popular games were not available. Like, it would say it there, and then you go to order it, and they'd contact you and be like, it's not available, sorry. You get, like, basically what you would do is you would check off the games you want, and you would send them, like, a check or whatever, or you would send them, like, money, and then they would basically write you back and be like, sorry, this game's not available. Over on Kick. Thank you. I don't know what's going on that actually. Support today is pretty slow. I don't know what's going on with that. Thank you for the first contribution on Kick today. I really appreciate that. Again, guys, if you like the content, please support it. Let's have a great stream today, right? No, fuck Romulus. Romulus directly contradicted me and claiming that I was making everything up about stuff. Fuck him. He's not. He's a dick. If he wants to be a fucking dick, he can be a dick outside of the chat. You don't contradict the streamer who's telling you history. Literal, factual events that happened. Fuck you. You weren't even alive then. Toothpick arms, chat in band in chat. There you go. You think these are toothpick arms, do you? You think that's a toothpick arm right there? So you're a fucking idiot. You're blind. Okay. Enjoy your band, bitch. Okay. Okay, ready? All right. Let's get set up for Dark Souls. Okay.